It's hard for a kid to be in a family where your family is different, but it's especially hard to be in a family where your hair is not groomed.
During that crucial time, when a young person begins to understand themselves in the context of the world around them, Black youth are bombarded on a daily, sometimes hourly basis by attacks to their physical bodies, mental health, and certainly their self-esteem.
Right now, school administrators say the girl's hair is a problem and it needs to be straightened or she'll get kicked out. But her mom doesn't understand how her hair looking like this is wrong.
Mystic Valley Regional Charter School says the two sophomore students' hair extensions violates its dress code.
And on the other side, a 17-year-old African-American student who has competed in more than 20 matches this year alone with no issues, but this time he was given an ultimatum: cut the hair or take the loss.
That's Andrew Johnson, an 11th grader from New Jersey, reluctantly agreeing to have his hair cut.
My daughter got this. Look at my daughter.
I know. I don't want this to happen.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You don't care.
What's wrong with her hair?
There's nothing wrong with her hair.
For foster youth, the trauma is compounded when the people charged with their well-being subconsciously and sometimes consciously lean into behaviors and belief systems steeped in racial power dynamics more than 500 years in the making.
That desire for straight hair is a construct that started during colonization. Afro-textured hair was, and in many places is, stigmatized to the point of taboo. But it wasn't always this way. In the mid-1400s, Alvise Cadamosto made 2 trips to Africa. In his journal, he wrote this about the people in West Africa. Both sexes go barefooted and have no coverings to their heads, and weave and tie their hair, though short, into neat tresses. Neat tresses. What contributed to the major shift in Black hair? Slavery. It was claimed that the tightly coiled African hair was similar to the wool of an animal. That was a way to justify the inhumane exploitation of people. Slavery was abolished in 1865, but the stigma around Black hair was not.
Emblematic of this point, a young male adult participant in our recent Courageous Conversations focus group sessions described his experience with a non-Black caregiver in which he was forced to explain why he needed Murray's and why he used it in the manner he did. He described how this made him feel weird and concluded, "I'm just going to cut my hair so I can be normal." But let's also be clear, it is often not the lack of caring on the part of non-Black caregivers, but a need for a deeper cultural context and practical knowledge to go alongside the theoretical. In short, tools.
Use a wide-tooth comb, special detangling brush, or even your fingers to gently help with detangling the hair. Never attempt to comb through the hair when it is dry.
I'm gathering just the very front section on one side. I'm gonna smooth it back with some styling gel, brushing the hair back to make it smooth, and bobby pinning it in place.
Styles for Kidz is a nonprofit organization that provides hair care services, education, and resources for transracial adoptive families, biracial, and kids in foster care. Why is hair a big deal? Who wants to take a stab at it? You're going to use your comb. I want you to practice this.
Addressing the needs of foster youth and their hair and skincare may seem a small facet in the quest for equity, but in actuality, it is an extremely important touchstone. Providing tools and resources affects not only a young person's self-esteem, but opens a path towards fewer misunderstandings and a deeper bonding between youth and their families.
I really wish there was a video out there that I could have used in my beginning stages of my learning of caring for my daughter's hair. But I have learned that it is their crown. It is their identity. It is what they look in the mirror every single day and then they see and they're proud of. It is a part of who they are, and for that reason, it was so incredibly important for me to learn how to care for their hair properly. Every single coil. Sometimes it takes me 2 to 3 hours to wash, dry, moisturize, detangle, and put it in a protective style. But I love it. It's a bonding time. It's something that is super important to them just as much as it's important to me.